Hey guys, welcome back. Just want to say thank you for 4,000 subscribers. Holy guacamole. That's a lot of people for the 4K subscriber special. I kind of ran out of ideas, so I just drew what I would like as like an affordable drift car. We got the GXE 10 chassis with the BN kit, and I think these three OEM colors will go crazy. And we got cool ass drift style. So yeah, enjoy the video. Hello, welcome back guys. Today we will continue to work on the Integra, mainly because it's the only car I have. Today's topic is rear suspension. So I've got a couple things. This is a rear subframe brace, and I've got all the bolts and stuff here. And in this box we have lower control arms, and in this bigger box we have a rear strut brace. Quick overview of the parts and what we're gonna do. This from Marketplace, $50. Unknown brand, I hope it fits. Lower control arm from Marketplace again. I think it was $200. I bought it off old mate. If it doesn't fit, he's getting a knuckle sandwich. These 24mm comes with a bunch of bolts and shit. I think it was $100. So everything here is this amount. I can't do the math right now. And then the plan, obviously install them, but that I want to paint that silver because I don't like hard race blue. This also going to be painted silver because why is it piss yellow gold? This is fine, it's black. Install. Alright guys, we're gonna learn from our mistakes and we're gonna test fit these parts first. Oh my god guys, you won't believe this. These mics, I've just been like pushing really hard to keep this fluffy thing on it. Apparently it's a twist on, like every single time like I take a big step or some shit. And now it doesn't fucking come off. Wow, I'm so smart. Let's work on this car. I leave it in reverse and put the handbrake up, and then I jack it from the back first. Pause. I leave it in reverse because the reverse gear is way stronger than the handbrake. Also my handbrake doesn't work. Then you want to give it the quick tug test. Yeah, it should be good. So here's the brace and all the hardware I've been given. I'm no genius, so I'm following an old Honda thread on how to install this. Alright, so I read through the entire forum and I actually have completely different hardware and bolts. So I'm just gonna have to make shit up. So I've gone ahead and bought some bolts. I'm hoping one of these will fit, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna make it fit. Also, some dickhead wanker has decided to cross thread these, and I don't have a thread cleaner or whatever, so I've just been doing this, put a bit of lube in it, and I'm hoping this will make it a bit cleaner. So down here actually looks pretty chill. Looks like it's just 6 bolts to get the sway bar off, and if you had ABS you'd have to take these off, I think. Next I'm gonna take these bolts out so I can test fit the brace. So it turns out I'm gonna have to remove the muffler to access this side's bolts. Oh hell yeah. I'm still gonna follow the Honda thread. I just have to put my own bolts in. So the thread recommended we drill out these 2 holes. I've marked out wonderfully. And we've got our drill bit here and some leftover oil, and that's gonna act as a coolant and a lubricant at the same time. How epic is that? Alright guys, make sure your drill is stronger than an infant. Now that I've finished my drilling session, I'm gonna start test fitting this and hope everything goes well. After like 30 minutes of fiddling around, I've got everything in. I haven't tightened anything because I'm gonna take it off, but yeah, everything fits. I'm very glad that the Marketplace purchase came with this bolt because the stock bolts are not long enough to go through all of this. So this is a lifesaver. And then these small, fuck, can you even see it? These 2 small holes, I don't need to use them at all, so I'm gonna try delete them. Now I'm gonna go make a list of all the bolts and shit I used because everything fits nicely and I don't want to lose that. I realized I didn't test fit this sway bar to the lower control arm. So here's the amazing test fitment. And for these bolts I'm using high tensile. Apparently they're stronger, and this is probably the most tensioned part of what I'm putting in, so maybe it makes sense. I don't know. Alright guys, here's my epic diagram and list of bolts, and I'm gonna delete those two strange little holes. Everything's going accordingly, so let's hope it continues that way. Anyways, who wants to see what a muffler delete Integra sounds like? Wait, no, it doesn't sound like complete shit. I can't wait till I can afford an exhaust. Hey, my bike didn't work. We're gonna start sanding now. I've finished sanding. I think sanding metal parts is very hard. Here is that big piece, and we're gonna try fill up those holes. So here we've got a body filler that's been in my garage for about a year. I remember many years ago, I was told for probably a golf size amount of body filler, you put a pea size worth of hardener. And when it all hardens up, I will sand it down. And here we are. We have the holes patched up. And after primer, it should be good. And it's time for bedtime. Yippee! Hey guys, welcome back to the next day. I got home a bit late. It's very dark. I got the car out here on jacks in preparation for tomorrow. My goal is I'm gonna drop these lower control arms, and then I'm gonna recoat the backside of the underbody. If you're asking why, I just want to. That's literally it. So the lower control arm is 1, 2, 3 14mm bolts. Alright guys, the epic life hack that I've actually just learned. Step 1, jack it up a little to relieve tension. Step 2 is loosen all the bolts. And then now we can take the bolts out. And we're back inside because it's dark, and that means mobs are gonna start spawning. I'm gonna primer that, and then while I'm primering that, I'm gonna paint these black so it like matches the chassis, and if you were to see it, you really can't. You get me? I've decided to make an amazing purchase. No more soapy water cleaning. Also, Super Cheap Auto was having a crazy deal. I was only gonna get one of each, but it's literally cheaper to get 2 of each. And then I taped up the thread holes. I don't know how you're actually supposed to do it. I just kept rolling circles until it fit. And we're using leftover paint from the previous job. So that means this is free. Hey, my mic said it's time to clear coat. Now they're on the very cool drying rack. I've flipped this over, so now I can start primering the other side. And we finished priming. I think I'm gonna leave that for today. And then spray paint this in the lower control arms tomorrow. What the hell is up? We're back. I wanna do this while I still have sun. So this degreaser, I've used it before. This shit is acid, so it should clean the under of the car pretty easily. Then we've got some rags that I borrowed from my old work, and then after I degrease it, I'm gonna grind off any rust parts. It got very dark very quick, so I'm gonna finish that off later. So instead, I'm gonna start wet sanding this thing. I've gone ahead and taped up all the bushings because I think I shouldn't get paint on them. Yippee, clear coat. Well, today was quite eventful. I didn't show you under the car yesterday, so here it is. quite a big difference. I've got to get this car on the road before the rainy season starts again. So I've already taken off any bad rust and I've used the wax and grease remover on this. So now I'm going to try to recoat this. We're going to be using this, which I've never used before or seen the results of. So let's see if I can figure this shit out. It doesn't say how many coats or anything. I think I'm just supposed to spray this on really hard. Here's my attempt at recoating it. I think it looks pretty good. If I missed any spots, I'll just come back and tidy it up tomorrow. Now let's try get this working so I can actually go to work and back. Now, I'm really hoping that it was the battery because it was still cranking and I kept hearing the starter go off. So just to double check, Xeon, my goat, gave me his multimeter. And if I remember how to do this, it's sitting at 12.1. So I looked online and it said resting should be above 12.4 and cranking should be above 10. So I have this battery. Okay, so I've never done this before. I was recommended that I just pull the acid in, wait 15 minutes and then just chuck everything back together. So I'm gonna do that and not read the instructions. It's stringing. Look at that fucking chug jug shit. I'm gonna watch YouTube. Have a gander of this. The new battery's resting is 12.6. I'm glad they gave me new battery terminals because the last one was held in by a screw and a nut. Well, the new battery's in. If you don't start, I'm killing myself. I can't do anything else today. Tomorrow, we will put everything back together. Howdy. Everything should be dry. It said wait 24 hours. It's been like 20, so I think it's fine. And if I missed any small parts, I've just touched it up with anti-corrosion paint. I think it's finally time to install. And here's everything together. I'm gonna look in because it's getting cold and dark very fast. Hey, my mic didn't work here again, but here's a little life hack. So you wanna pull the lower control arms to where both the holes are lined up, and then just jam a screwdriver in there, and then it just stays there, and that shit makes it 10 times easier. It's been like 30 minutes since I put on the control arms, and I've got the left side in. Now it's time for the right. We're starting to make progress. I'm up to this. So for this, I'm gonna grease the bar and then inside and outside of the bushing. And you're not supposed to grease rubber, but apparently silicone grease is made for this. And then these things should just clip in. Yep, now we can bolt that to the car. And the sway bar is on. The things are starting to look. They're definitely starting to look. Now I've got these. I've never seen this before. Apparently all I'm supposed to do is adjust it to be the same length as the OEM one. So I hope that's right. Hey guys, it's the final day for real this time. So last night I had a bit of a conundrum. They gave me a washer because it was gonna hit the lower control arms, but then the bolt I was gonna use was too small and the lower control arms were fucking my ass, I'm not gonna lie. And I had two options for the stiffness, so I just chose the tightest one. Well, today we should actually be getting everything on now. I'm not too fucking stupid. So now that it's on the floor, I can tighten all three of the lower control arm bolts. I fucked up, I should have put the muffler in after. Another dope ass trick. I can't fit a ratchet in here, so I'm using the same size spanner as the hex. And then you're gonna be like, oh, it's not gonna be tight enough. Go big breaker bar with big socket on it. Bang. And here is everything in. Let's fucking go. Putting the muffler in first definitely like doubled the working time. It is 4 PM. I'm gonna wait till the servers die down before I hop on a Assetto Corsa and see if this made a big difference. Welcome back. That simulation was great. I think the biggest upgrade would probably be the 24mm sway bar and the added subframe brace. But yeah, this was the old one and the new one was almost double the size, which is crazy. I think the stock ones are 12 or 14mm, not too sure. And then here's the old lower control arms. Because I smashed everything out at the same time, I don't really know if this made too big of a difference. I hope you can see this, but next week is pretty rainy, so we're gonna see if my taillight fix worked. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna be very sad. So we're back here. See this, guys? Rear suspension. Bang. Got some new ideas. Number one is 2 kill switches, because 2 is better than 1. And then I want to add steering wheel. You know, the one that goes ding, and then it's like I want that. Also, I got a bunch of bolts and washers and shit that I never ended up using, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Chow pack opening here. I've got one of these Smisky things, you know. Don't know what the hype is about this. My sister actually got this for me, so that's pretty cool. Oh, fuck yeah, more plastic. What do we got? Got a funky little guy with a cactus. Hey guys, Smisky here. Thanks for watching.